I knew nobody was gonna be here.
Barrels of oil to
Fucking,
China
you
under
know,
a special
like why?
agreement.
You
They
know,
literally barter
why would
stuff
anybody
with
be
one
here?
another to the tune of $8 billion a year. Things like barrels of oil, exchange for cars, phones, or those weird air filters with touchscreens on them that let you tap into. Take note, Tim Apple. This doesn't scale up with the 130 plus other many of which we don't have stuff that are involved in exchange.
Son of a bitch.
And that's
Son of a bitch.
see, the U.S. and Iran.
Son of a bitch.
Clear that Iran has no intention of returning the status quo to this very specific important waterway in their backyard called the Strait of Hormuz. You might already know, but 20% of the world's oil supply flows through this channel.
That ain't my fault.
Has all but taken
Shit, it ain't my fault that 20% of the world's oil supply go through that goddamn channel. What, you think it's my fault? You talking to me like it's my fault. I ain't doing shit.
Pay us some Bitcoin, and we might not send a random drone over the Siberian mountains.
Woo!
Now, immediately, both the U.S. and even China said, no way, we're not going to
How you doing?
Waterways have always been neutral ground. But the toll isn't really the point. Iran is using Bitcoin to call out a much older...
Ready for another Saturday night slowdown.
Power and value has rested on one assumption, that it was the only way to...
Slow it down. Saturday night slowdown. We're here, man. Got to get going. Slamming it out now, boy. You know what you're doing? Yeah, boy. Come on now. Saturday night. Time to get drunk.
Market blowing out yields and other non-rogue state central banks
Yeah, boy.
Bitcoin to their own reserves.
Woo!
It's revealing that the dollar is about to go through a really uncomfortable new chapter. What is happening with the dollar?
Woo!
Apparently, nothing good. White dudes with whiteboards.
The United States dollar will crash.
Underlying fundamentals point to further dollar weakness. Again, dollar weakness, dollar weakness.
Everyone's sitting on this US dollar, and it's actually worth nothing.
Oop, stuck in a Chinese guy there. Damn, even the macro doomer job is outsourced to them? Man, it's nothing sacred.
The US dollar is really worth like nothing.
Its value isn't really held up by the US economy. By every other country that uses them and needs them to buy oil, settle trade, park their savings with one another. 38%
Hey man,
of
you know,
all
we're
US
here.
debt
We're
is
chilling.
held
It's a good
by
Saturday.
countries. But thanks to both the
Used to be this was like the biggest. I might have to just. I think I'm live streaming too much.
Accelerating pace of freezing, intervening,
Might just have to go back to
of other countries'
the
US
other way.
dollars. The world is having a bit of a
It sucks, man. I was having fun. I was having fun live streaming, man. I really was.
Trade settlement globally has risen 400% in just
That's
the
fun.
last 5 years, from under 2% of global trade to over 8%. The dollar share of global central bank reserves has dropped by 15% over the last 2 decades, while gold has grown by 9%. And in 2025, Russia, another dollar-sanctioned country, and Iran settled $100 billion worth of trade.
You feel the heat. You feel the heat. You can feel the heat.
700% rise from just the year before. Now, if
I'm gonna have to
Bitcoin
pop the
could
shirt
pull
off.
a rise that large in scale over the next year, I wouldn't have to use buy now, pay later to pay for my shoes. You're welcome, guy in comments who has been harassing me over it for the last 8 weeks. I hope you're happy. Foreign demand for U.S. dollars, including from your rivals, was the permanent backstop for U.S. debt. It is what has allowed Washington to run these multi-trillion dollar deficits, buy all that cool stuff that they do, without the treasury market revolting.
Shit, I guess no one's coming, man. Oh well.
Starts to unravel.
Be another lame-ass fucking Saturday night show.
10-year bond yields right now. And macroeconomists and experts say that this will eventually force the Federal Reserve to print dollars and buy that debt in order to avoid a default situation.
The government is almost never going to default on units that can print itself, so it just prints way more units, and it defaults through purchasing power.
You're going to have to cut rates, so you're going to have to print money to cap yields into an inflation spike.
The strange thing is, the Iranian regime was actually kind of cooked before this whole war started. Internal protests, a currency in free fall, weeks away from being toppled by its own population.
Oh yeah.
The war actually
That's the dumbest part.
Money games powered by Fast Motor Racing.
The dumbest part of all of this.
To celebrate, new customers get up to
give them a lifeline. They're not going to become Iran's strategy by charging these tolls.
Iran strategy.
Bitcoin in their reserves. reserves, but the mark that
Strategy
they
Iran.
now is a test
Strategy
that
Iran.
Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, or India can study in their bi-currency awakening.
I'm almost done with this one.
Which is the first domino to fall to kick off Bitcoin's
But yeah, I went with this
endgame. So, what is
cheerleader
the
beer.
endgame?
Figured I'd go with the
A
cheerleader
world
beer
where
tonight.
oil is priced
Smearing
in
off ice,
Bitcoin,
red,
the
white,
same way
and
that
blue,
it's priced
red,
in
white,
dollars
and
today,
berry.
where central banks issue
You know,
and
on our
build
4th
their
of
own
July.
currencies on top of it, kinda
4th
like
of
it
July.
is gold. I know, sounds insane. But between
Fucking 4th of July.
non-settlements, gold reserves soaring, countries literally bartering with one another, the dollar.
I hope we get bombed. I really do. I hope, man. It'd be nice. It'd be the best thing for the American economy at this point would just be to get bombed by another country. Because honestly, like, once we get bombed, right? We get bombed, then it's going to put the economy in overdrive kind of after, after a couple of years. Because we're going to rebuild from the bombing. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I think it'd be a good thing for this country, man. Go ahead and just, like, we're drawing such a big target on our back. Might as well just let them go and, and then fucking, then at least that point, at least, hey, we've had our retaliation. You know what I mean? Our defense, our defensive spending that's global, man, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. It'd be a blessing to, like, the majority of the Americans, really. Like, if it were just get bombed, and then we wouldn't have to go worry about fucking working a 60-hour week anymore, because the country's in shambles from getting bombed. Everybody be like, well, do I need to pay my credit card now? Like, the country's, like, gone. Oh, man. I'm praying for it, though. I don't think they'll bomb Florida because all the fresh water. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to think more on the side of life, and they're not going to bomb Florida. But it's somewhere, hopefully. Bomb the shit out of New York. You know what I mean? Nothing good ever came out of New York. Oh, man. Just bomb the shit out. Fuck the whole state up. We don't need them. Every business that's based in New York will find a way to... I don't know. Anyway, I thought some more people were going to be here, man. I'm actually pretty lit up, dude. I'm pretty lit up. I got this almost finished. Shit. Well, this is almost finished. And then I got a whole nother one. I'm ready. I'm ready for y'all. But no one's even fucking here, man. What the fuck? I've been telling people all fucking week. Like, I get, like an audience of like 6 or some, like 6, maybe 9, 10 or people. I'm telling them, like, okay, show up for the Saturday show. Make sure you're here for the Saturday show, man. Because I'm drunk. You know what I mean? You never know what I'm going to say. But I'm sitting here drinking this cheerleader beer. It's a good day, man. I've been living in my car since September, man. It's not really... I get to the point, man, now I'm starting to have fun with it. Like, for real. Like, I still go to work and make money. But then I'm trying to get to zero... absolute zero a month in bills, right? So I get to absolute zero a month in bills, but then I still have income too. See what I'm saying? So it's like fucking, it's like freedom on top of freedom. You get the freedom of being able to make money, and then the freedom of not having to put it in somebody else's fucking hand. It's just like, why are we making money if you're just putting it in somebody else's hand? You know what I mean? It's already hard enough. The company that you work for only gives you like 10% of the money that you're actually making. And then you take that money and then put it in someone else's fucking hand. I don't fucking know why. It's just like stupid, man. Shit. But honestly, I think it's a better idea, man. Just Put as much money as you can into Bitcoin, and then just wait another 10 years. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. People are stupid. People are stupid. They don't fucking understand it. See? Like, even that 5 people just left, right? Like, fuck them, dude. People don't even fucking understand. The whole monetary system is changing. The whole fucking the whole thing. The whole thing. The entire fight, you know, like, we realized it's just a big old all these gang wars, international gang war going on, fucking over women, you know. Like, y'all gotta grow up, man, for fucking real. Stop fighting over land, women, and resources. Like, honestly, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. Like, they should honestly be asking people when they go to join the military, you know, like, why are you joining the military? And they're like, because I want to fight for this country. And it's like, so you want to fight for land? Okay, good. Sorry, we don't need you. Next guy, come in here. You know, like, how long is it gonna be until we stop fighting each other over fucking land? You know what I mean? Like, how fucking long? We even got a whole extra piece of land. There's a whole extra piece of land that and we're still fighting over it. It's enough. Like, honestly. Oh my god, this shit's getting ridiculous. They can't, you know, we can't just make another fucking piece of land. We got lucky once. You think we're gonna get lucky twice? Oh look, there's a whole other piece of land over here. Oh my god, man. Oh, people are stupid, dude. Like, sometimes we're the smartest animal on the planet, but we're also the dumbest fucking animal on the planet. Like, it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest fucking thing. No other animal needed to create a monetary system for it, you know, like, we all depend on these little paper rectangles. Nobody can live their life without these little fucking paper rectangles. Why did we do that? I bet all the animals look at us like we're fucking stupid. Oh, man. That's a good Saturday, man. Already feeling pretty good. I might pop the shirt off here in a little bit because I'm about to sweat through. I'm sweating through this shirt real quick. Whew. Are y'all drunk? It'll help if y'all are drunk too. That's the whole point of the Saturday show, is like, we're supposed to get drunk, you know? Been waiting all week for Saturday night. And Saturday night's here. Shit, I spent $10 that I shouldn't have on alcohol just for y'all. Just to put on a better show for y'all. You know what I mean? Spent $10 that I shouldn't even have spent on alcohol. Just to put on a better show. And no one's even fucking here. I was telling people all fucking week too. All fucking week. And like a decent audience sitting there hanging with, like, while I'm doing the Uber Eats crap. You know, just fucking trying to make $100 a day on the fucking Uber Eats, doing the crap, you know? Doing the bullshit. Fucking gig economy crap. Living in your car. Saving money. You know. Fucking 6, 10 people sometimes watching me. You know, so I tell them, hey man, make sure you're here for the Saturday show, man. Come on in for the Saturday show, man. I'm drunk. I'm sitting there drunk, waiting for you. Like, fucking, goddamn, man. You never know. You never fucking know. You know, so the Saturday show used to be the best show of the week. Fucking, like 13 people coming and hanging and wanting to see some more of what I got to say. You know? But damn, it's just getting, it's getting to the point, like, honestly, man, it's starting to be fun. It's starting to be fun. Like, if you are a person that you like camping, like, honestly, if you're a person that you like camping, I don't know why you're spending your money on rent, and working all fucking year to be able to get like that 1 week of vacation to go camping, right? You might as well just be camping the whole fucking year, right? I don't know. It's a, you know, like, honestly, my whole psychology's been flipped now. Like, I don't even think I at the price that they want for housing, I ain't fucking paying it. I ain't fucking paying it. You know what I mean? Honestly, like, I want a studio. I would love like a studio or like a 1-bedroom apartment. I just don't want it to be an apartment. Can it just be like a, you know, a small house, you know, like the tiny house thing, you know? But they don't allow that in this county, right? I don't know why. You know, it's like it's stupid. Honestly, because honestly, like, I would like a studio. I just don't want to rent one. I wouldn't mind paying to own it, and then I eventually own the studio. But I'm not paying to rent. I fucking spent all these years building my credit up. I'm not paying to rent anymore. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid. The fuck, you know, because there's not a 1-bedroom actual fucking house. You know, I can't buy a studio. I've got to rent to a studio. Honestly. It's the stupidest shit. Like, they got rid of affordable housing, and they know they did. You know what I mean? And then now everybody's like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? It's like, well, fuck, I guess we're going to be living in our van. I guess we're going to be living in vans. You know? Fucking just buy the dirt. Fuck the house. Like, fucking, you know, it's gotten too extravagant as it is anyway, man. Like, honestly, you look at a house in 1890. Look at the houses they had in 1890. They were just like a fucking wooden shed. You know what I mean? What we would consider a shed. That was the house. But, you know. Honestly, it's just fucking stupid, dude. The price that's involved with living indoors. It's fucking insanity. It honestly is. And you watch people work a fucking 50, 60-hour week to afford to live inside. But you're the one that's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't understand why are you giving so much of yourself to the system that's just screwing you? You know? It's honestly like, I don't fucking understand it at all. Especially because, like, living around here, I see it. You know what I mean? I see it. Like, fucking houses that it took a group of, you know, the team of 8 to 12 guys. It took 8 to 12 guys to build this house in less than a month time. And then, so the equality of that, right, is you 30 years. You pay for 30 years so that 8 men could have a job for 1 month, essentially. Huh? Like, what? The fuck? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, man. Fucking, you know, just that rich get richer shit. I don't know why. It's like, I don't think Benjamin Franklin really, when he was building the system of checks and balances, I don't think he built it. I don't think he was really intending on the wealthy to just continue to just get richer. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck happened in between him building that system of balances and today. Probably a bunch of little different things. A bunch of different things, really, is what you know what I mean? But honestly, dude, I wish they would just fucking bomb us, dude. I honestly, dude, we're not doing any, like, what's the direction our country's even fucking going in? Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, we're going, like, a fucking, try to find a woman that doesn't have a fucking septum ring. Try to find a woman under the age of 25 that doesn't have a fucking septum ring. You know, it's not even that. It's not like, it's just stupid, though. You know what I mean? Like, why did we decide to start putting a fucking bowl ring in our fucking nose? Because that's attractive, right? That's honestly that attractive, right? other guys, other men, do you think it's honestly not attractive when a woman has a fucking bowl ring in her fucking nose? You know what I mean? I can get piercings. I understand piercings. I understand tattoos. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, honestly, I would love to have a woman that's got, like, some cool pictures on her. You know what I mean? Like, not only do you have the curvature of the woman, but she's got a badass tattoo of, like, fucking, I don't know, just fucking badass fucking tattoo or some shit. You know? You can, like, hitting it from the back, and she's got, like, some dragon wings tattooed on her back and shit. That's hot as fuck, dude. It's like, I don't have a problem with it. It's not that, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, dude. So much of that. I don't know, man. I'm not getting into that, man. Because really, like, I like alt chicks. I'm not trying to say, alt chicks are crazy, man. They're like, I'm my kind of crazy, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have an alt chick than a Karen, and I'm sure we all could agree on that. You know what I mean? It's crazy how half of us end up with a fucking Karen still, anyway. You know, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it's cool. You got a girl that plays video games, right? And she can beat you at the game. You know what I mean? Like, and it's more like it's like a challenging game or something too. It's not like a fucking, like, I was watching this video earlier while I was at work. While I was at work, I was on YouTube. Yeah, that's work nowadays. But anyway, when I was at work, I was on YouTube, and there was a girl playing Ocarina of Time. Allegedly, it was her first time ever playing Ocarina of Time. She's almost 40. She was almost 40 fucking years old, and it's supposed to be her first time ever playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. But still, 200 fucking people watching her play Ocarina of Time. It's supposed to be for the first time ever, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And there's no way. I'm watching her play. I sat there. I'm like, is this really a beginner? Is this really a beginner? And somehow she beat the Shadow Temple before she beat the Spirit Temple, right? Somehow she beat the Shadow. She went to the graveyard. She went to the graveyard and fucked with Dumpy and all that shit. Fucked with Dumpy in the graveyard and the well, and the Lens of Truth and all that shit. The Lens of Truth. She did all that shit with the Lens of Truth before she actually did the Spirit Temple. Which maybe it was the first playthrough. The only part that made it look like it was an actual first playthrough, she didn't have a whole lot of hearts. She didn't have a whole lot of hearts. She was pretty much just trying to get through the game and get it beaten so she could move on to something else. Because I think it was more or less her boyfriend was making her play the game, for the views it gets or whatever. So, I could tell by how many hearts that she had, and then how many golden sketchlets that she had killed. She only killed 21 golden sketchlets. So I was like, okay, so maybe this is her first time playing this game. You know what I mean? Because you gotta get the giant's wallet. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't have this fucking giant wallet. At least an adult size wallet. You only had 21 golden sketchlets. 21 golden sketchlets. You don't even have the adult size wallet. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just talking shit. You get what I'm saying, though. It was kind of hot. It was hot enough that I clicked on it because I was wanting to see, like, how, okay, it was a chick that's almost 40 playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the first time. Like what's she doing? Like, what's her plan? What's her plan here? You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I don't know, man. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Honestly, she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Like, like fucking her boyfriend was carrying her through the game or some shit. You could tell. You tell by the way she was playing. But anyway. I got a whole nother one. I'm gonna smoke this cigarette before I open up the other one. This is gone. As you can see, this is empty. I don't want to turn it all the way upside down. That's empty. This is an adults only show, so be ready. Anything can happen, man. I've been living in my car since September. You know what I mean? I'm about to hit the 1 year mark, and if I make it to a year, Might as well just just let it ride. Double or nothing. Just double or nothing. Let it ride. Let it keep going. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Don't matter. Each month I can live in the car is $1,000 I save, and then hopefully $1,000 I put away. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, dude. I get to the point I have $100,000. If I get to the point I have $100,000 in the bank, peace out. You know what I mean? Like, fucking peace out, dude. I'll go find, I could live for $1,000 a month in another country for 100 fucking months before I'd need to fucking worry about it. And by then I'd probably be killed. This country just like fucking, that's the way everybody ought to be doing it though, because it costs so fucking much to live here. You ought to be making money here, and then take that money and then go move somewhere else with it and just live there instead. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, and then you got everybody from every country wanting to come here. It's really not any better. It's not that we're spreading wealth. It's that there's a different level of education, and there's a different level of like drive here in this nation. You don't have that in nations where they're still coming out of like tribalistic tendencies. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm not trying to be rude about it either. I get the spread of wealth. I understand, like, us trying to, like, us, it's really not even wealth though. It's really not even wealth. It's us as Americans working hard. You know, each generation comes up and it, like, has to do as much as you have to keep going and doing, like, because we're all stuck on this military trade route type of thing. Like, the moment you're 18, your parents are trying to kick you out of the fucking house. Like, they, like, it's just, I don't know, like, even the kids that were here on purpose, even the kids that weren't an accident, they're still shoved out, like, fucking raced out of the house. The moment, maybe not all of us, some of us get to hang out a little bit longer, or whatever, this, that, and the other, whatever. But if you're doing it the right way, you're out of the house before you're 19. You know what I mean? That's what they want you to do. Go find some job riveting fucking airplanes, and, find your own fucking way through this country as it gets harder and harder every fucking day. And they're like, what's wrong? It's like, because I'm fucking drowning, like, fucking, can y'all turn it off? It's like, fucking, just turn inflation off. Just, you could see that inflation's kind of been the problem, right? For, like, the last 100 fucking years or more, inflation's kind of been, like, one of the problems. And we can't just turn it off for, like, 5 years even, just kind of, like, which they could. They could. But heaven fucking forbid if they would. But damn, man. Honestly, I was hoping some more people would show up, man. It's like, it's the Saturday show. I want the Saturday show to be the highlight of the whole fucking week, like, we're just hanging out, drinking, smoking, having a good time, man. The chat's going crazy. I'm going crazy. You know what I mean? Fuck it, That's the whole point. The whole point of it, The whole point of all the Uber driving throughout the week. You know what I mean? The whole point of all of that is so that I can have a little bit of extra money for the Saturday night slowdown. But fuck it, dude. That's what I think. I'm live too much. I'm living way too much. I need to go back to making, like, a format video, because then, like, y'all can click on it when you want to. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you want to, you click on it. You can see how I'm doing, see how much progression I've made. Because y'all are here for the long term. You know what I mean? Y'all are here for the long story. You want to see where I'm gonna be 10 years from now, where I'm gonna be 20 years from now. And those of you that are rooting against me, even want to see where I'm gonna be in 10 years from now and 20 years from now. You know what I mean? That's the cool part. And I don't think I'm not going to be fucking, I can't go from where I am to being Eric Trump and with that reincarnation, basically. You know what I mean? I have to be reincarnated as Baron Trump's kid or something. You know, I can't just jump from here to here. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen. So, you know, I can maybe do some of this. You know, I can maybe do some of this and get, you know, I can maybe get to like maybe here. What's the fucking point, though? You know what I mean? What am I doing that for? Because even for me to get from here and climb and work and bust ass and do my thing and get up to about here, the only reason I made it from here to here is because the people that were here made it up to here. You know, it's fucking. I don't know how to explain it, but dude, it's just, it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't fucking matter. You know? All we know is subliminal messaging. That's all the fuck we know is subliminal messaging. You're being subliminally messaged into buying a house while you're here on Earth. Why? Why? Because we've made the Earth so unsafe that you need to lock yourself behind walls. You know what I mean? Like, you've made the Earth such a fucking shitty place to live that people need to go inside to escape it. I don't know. I'm not saying it the right way. Not drunk enough. Nobody's fucking here. Honestly, it's ridiculous, man. I think what it is, I'm live too much. I love live streaming, like having the dash cam while I'm doing Uber. Like, honestly, like if you're gonna drive for Uber, you're gonna drive for DoorDash, you're gonna do any of that, yeah, might as well be fucking live streaming your dashboard. Because you never know what's gonna happen, dude. You never know what's gonna happen. You could be in an accident. You could be, you know, not only in an accident, you could be robbed. You could, you know, you're going down the wrong neighborhood. You could see somebody get murdered. You know, like fucking, you know, all kinds of shit. You could catch, looking like just live streaming yourself while you're Uber driving. And then it's that extra level of safety from doing it too, like. Until you got dinguses wanting to be, you know, on their wife's account talking shit, you know, and then they want to come give you shit when they were on their wife's account talking shit because you were talking to their girl. It's like, no, I was talking to you, dumbass. I even knew that from the first message, fucking message. I knew I wasn't talking to a fucking female. But anyway. People are fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't expect somebody that lives in Citrus Springs to act any differently, to be honest with you. There's a reason they bought land in Citrus Springs. But honestly, like, I'm wondering, like, what happened to the trailers, man? There used to be there used to be entire neighborhoods where it'd be single wide trailers, and it was like affordable housing. Say you're just a low-level assistant manager at Pizza Hut, or Papa, you got like some low-level assistant manager job at some restaurant somewhere, but you actually still had enough money to afford a whole place on your own. It might have been a single wide trailer, but hell, it was your own 1-bedroom, 1-bath place. It was yours. You know what I mean? That's not even an option anymore. Because there's been so many fucking millionaires that came to Florida and they decided that trailers are an eyesore. Which I could kind of understand. I kind of understand, you know, like, really, but it's not the trailer that's an eyesore. It's the white trash that ends up being the eyesore, right? The trailers are just a product. You know what I mean? Which I get, but really, like, it doesn't matter what color you are. Everybody can be a piece of shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like, I don't know. There's so much of this just kicking shit down the fucking hill type of shit. Even tonight, the guy I was working with, he was freaking out, man. Not necessarily, but there's like somebody left a bunch of fucking oil at the, just like right there. The fucking, like, we take oil. We take spent oil at my job. But we have to know, you have to come in and tell us that it's spent oil. If we don't know what it is that's in these containers because you just left them on the sidewalk in front of the store. It's another thing, like what I'm saying about they don't have accurate cameras either, because if we had cameras, we'd know exactly what vehicle it was that fucking left the shit, just left a bunch of fucking oil just sitting there. And granted, like I said, we don't know that it's oil. It can be anything in these containers. So the other guy I was working with, he's like, man, I gotta do something about this oil. I'm like, but we can't. We can't do anything with it because really we weren't the ones we didn't put it there. We don't know what's in it. We can't do nothing with it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to tell them, like, just calm down. It's all right. Like, we didn't do anything wrong by leaving that oil right where it's at, because like I said, we can't put it in the spent oil container. We don't know that there's oil, it's anything in that, I don't know. But like he brought it up like five, or he was genuinely worried about it, He brought it up like 5 or 6 different times. I'm like, it's like nothing we can do, man. The only thing we can do is drive it down the street and leave it in front of another parts store. You know what I mean? Just take it to another parts store and leave it in front of their shit. That's all anybody does. Just to pass the blame game. Even, since Adam and Eve. That's all we've been fucking doing. God comes down and he talks to Adam like, what did you do? Why did you eat this fruit? And he's like, the woman ate from it. She ate from it and she was fine. That's the first thing he did. He's like, the woman that you gave me, though. It's crazy. Even since Adam, we were doing that. And someone left. Someone left because they don't believe in the story. I mean, granted, yeah. Part of it is just a story. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's kind of crazy to think only one man and woman created all this. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. It's like where the two theories kind of, they just, you gotta kind of create your own, basically. You know what I mean? Because part of I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't there. When Moses was pinning this shit down. You know what I mean? I wasn't fucking there. I didn't see what it was that, what that mesmerized, what, you know what I mean? What happened that caused Moses to start writing this shit down? What up, Kev? The first chat, been live for about 45 minutes or so. The first person to say anything. Appreciate you, man. Besides me. First person to say anything besides me. I appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, I think honestly, I'm live too much. I know. I'm live too much. Y'all have been putting your ass into this, trying to help me get this channel off the ground. And I can see it. You know what I mean? I see it on the numbers. I don't think it's helping. Like, I'm trying to be live, like fucking, if I'm live 72 hours a week, it's 72 hours where there's a possibility where I'm finding new people to come and be an audience, people that don't have nothing, people that have even less going on. They want to be my audience. You know what I mean? But I think I'm live I'm too much. Did you have a favorite? The Cubs, man. The Cubs. I mean, I was born in Tampa, so part of me, would say the Devil Rays. But before they were the Rays, the Devil Rays, not the Rays, the Devil Rays. right? But that's just because my Tampa, my tamponness. But it's still the Cubs. The Cup, man, because I honestly, like, something I didn't think I would see in my lifetime. Something I didn't see. Something I didn't think I would ever actually see in my lifetime is the Cubs win a World Series. I didn't think I'd be living. I don't think I'd live long enough to see both the Red Sox break their fucking curse and the Cubs win a World Series. You know what I mean? I don't really watch baseball. I don't even really watch baseball, but I still gotta respect the fuck. I gotta respect the fuck out of the Red Sox for breaking that curse, and then respect the fuck out of the fucking Cubs for doing what they did. You gotta get 4,000. So it's a quarter million minutes watched by someone somewhere on the earth. Even if you can watch a 250,000 minutes of your own, right? You can make, you can watch your own shit and get watch time off of you watching your own shit. But I don't think you're gonna hit 4,000 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot. You're gonna have to like 8 screens, just like playing you in your house. You know what I mean? So that when you're live, you have 8 viewers, technically, because you have all these devices in your house playing you. You know what I mean? My fucking shit is, man, I can't even get my own fucking mom. I can't even get my mom who knows, like, this is what I want to do. Like, since fucking 3 years old, like, so old as, like, as soon as I could talk, my mom, my grandmother, my aunt, they're all asking me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, well, I want to be a world-class entertainer. Like, I want to be, start from the bottom and going all the way up, like fucking, world class. Like, fucking dirt class hero type of thing. You know what I mean? That's what, so I just fucking, knowing that that's what I used to say when I could first even start speaking. And then this is my option. This is the option of how I can get into actually doing that. And then I can't even get my own mom to, like, come and click on my video and then drop a like. Watch it for 3 or 4 fucking minutes and then drop a like. That's all you have to do. Just the equivalent of a music video. Because I understand she's got other things to do. But honestly, you're helping your kid with what they want to do for their career. But you won't fucking do it. You know what I mean? And it just pisses me the fuck off. Honestly, like, I'm like right now. I don't know what the fuck. You can't fucking touch some buttons on your fucking phone screen to help your kid with the job that they actually want to do versus all the fucking bullshit that exists around them. It's fucking, Meanwhile, she wants to see me succeed. She wants to see me do good. She wants to see me build a house and give her grandkids. It's like, well, this is my career. Do you think you could help me on this fucking, like? But I don't fucking, whatever. I don't understand it. I really don't. You think parents would be more supportive when their kid has finally found what it is that they want to do? Right? You think parents would be supportive, but they've never been. They've never been. You know what I mean? They've always, any idea I have, the slightest idea, they'll want to shoot it. They want to shoot the fuck out of it with a fucking bird shot. Any idea I fucking have that ain't in the military. Because honestly, if I was joining the military, there's nothing. You can't really say nothing wrong about that. You know what I mean? But I'm not fucking dumb enough where I want to go fucking kill other people because they were born in another fucking country. Let's go defend our dirt. We gotta go defend our dirt. The fuck, no, we don't. For what? The fuck? Take it. Fuck the, you know what I mean? Because honestly, we as citizens cannot do anything to stop this government already at this point. The best option we have, if we want to stop the government, is for another government to attack it. We can't, honestly. Even if you were to get 20 million people to all meet up, we're all going to go march, fucking go to the White House or whatever. You got 20 million people on the front steps of the White House, right? They know all they would have to do is wait us out. because we would eventually have to return to our lives. We would eventually either run out of money or run out of breath. We'd get hot air be out, and after about a couple of weeks, we would start to disperse and return to our fucking lives. And they fucking know it. There's nothing we can fucking do at this point. The only thing we can do is pray for another fucking country to get rid of the fucking government that we're all fucking stuck under. It's the only thing we can fucking do. Because the government's already gotten that fucking powerful. And at the same time, I don't believe in that philosophy of, oh, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Fuck them. Honestly, fuck them. If we would all stop fucking buying fucking houses, they'd be fucked from the fucking get-go. But, heaven forbid, people don't know how to have sex without fucking buying a house almost. You know what I mean? You can't just have fun with a female. She wants to know what you got. I'm not saying it the right way, but you get what I'm saying, though. It's like fucking, we're playing house. Like, that's all we're doing. Fucking, you're working your ass off so you can play house with a female, right? That's basically all you're doing. Fucking working your ass off so you can play house, like act like you're fucking 3-year-old playing house with a female. And you get to do, you have to do all this extra fucking bullshit to make that fucking happen. And what's the benefit? What's the real fucking benefit from any of that? Oh, we get laid. Oh, cool. Yeah. That should fucking happen either way. You know what I mean? Like, that should happen in a hammock. In a fucking hut. In a hut with a hammock. That should still be happening. You shouldn't need a fucking 6-bedroom fucking house and a 10-car fucking garage to impress a fucking woman. Like, honestly, man. If you could just use your phone, right? And then, save thousands of dollars. Honestly, you'll save thousands of dollars by not spending a fucking dime on fucking women. If they want to hang out with you, then cool. You know what I mean? Then that's cool. Honestly, that's awesome. You want to split the bill somewhere? That's cool. Honestly, that's cool. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm not trying to bash women when I say that. I'm more or less bashing the whole, like, we're still basically hitting them in the head with rocks. Basically. If you think about it. We're still hitting them in the head with fucking rocks and then just dragging them back to our cave. We've just made it a little bit more, it's a little more sophisticated now. We use diamonds, right? But we literally just flick them in the head with a diamond and then they're like, and I've seen them do it. I've seen them do it. They're like, look at the size of this rock. Like, showing it to their other girls. Like, look at the rock he bought me. Why does that matter? Honestly, why should that fucking matter? And then if it's not, oh, he didn't get you a big ass ring. Look at the size of his dick, like fucking, and then you're breathing the wrong fucking way, and you already fucking know it. You know you're breathing the wrong fucking way, and you're still fucking doing it, dumbasses. The bigger the dick, the smaller the brain. Like, it's true anywhere in fucking nature. Every fucking animal you fucking look at. Why are we purposely breeding the wrong way? I have no fucking idea. It's funny, like, you give women their freedom, and half of them end up on OnlyFans. Want to talk about, like, goddamn, dude. You're free to do anything you want, and then you end up as a fucking prostitute. right? I mean, honestly, like, like, because Justin Bieber Justin Bieber became the person he is because of YouTube and because of his mom, because of his mom, because of his fucking mom. He's the person that he fucking is. And what the fuck is Justin Bieber? Like, honestly, some fucking crybaby. Like, we're like the same fucking person. I'm just not pretty, Just some fucking crybaby. Baby, 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 no! Baby, baby, no! Like, from one song to the next, all he's fucking doing is fucking crying. And if you think that I'm not strong enough, well, baby, you should go and love yourself. That's all he's doing is crying. You know what I mean? You're giving me the best gift that I ever known. You give me perfect. Stupid, man. Oh my god, dude. So much of society, dude. It's just all fucking bad influence. And then, like I said, like, I don't know what's actually wrong with my psychology. Of, like, like, I still agree with the fact that I need to work. I'm a human, so I understand that I need to work. But why do I need to work just to give this man $1,200 a month so that I can live indoors? There's no way I can live indoors for like $100 a week. Y'all got rid of that. Y'all got rid of that option altogether. It's not just, not in the playbook at all. Hang on, let's read some chats here. Sorry. Too much docility. No, I agree with that too. I honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know about Adam and Eve. I don't know about Adam and Eve. But I do believe in the flood. And in, like, how they can trace every man, woman, and child back to 4 women in Egypt, right? Who would you think those 4 women are? Noah, his wife, Noah's 3 sons, and their wives, right? And then there's like 4 major religions too. So almost like each one of those women kind of took off with their own story, kind of thing. You know what I mean? They told their, they told their descendants go this way, and then they told their descendants go this way, and then they told their descendants go this way. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't there. Were you there? Were you there? Who was there? Who was there that we actually know? No, nobody knows. All we got is the book to go off of, right? So let's keep killing each other over a book. Because they won't come back and like set us straight. So let's continue to keep killing each other over a book. See what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, like, the Adam and Eve thing. That's like, honestly, you'd have to imagine a more perfect world. You know what I mean? Which we think we're building towards a more perfect world. So we can't. It's hard for us to imagine a perfect world without human interface. Of like building, like a utopia type of thing. Universal based income type of thing, or you can't imagine a better world without the human interface. Now, basically, you can't imagine that there would just been more oxygen, and because there was a higher percentage of oxygen, the plants were bigger, the trees were bigger, the animals were bigger. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going off base there. But yeah, I don't know. I believe in the flood, honestly, because you too many different cultures that agree on a flood, and then after the flood, it all goes its own way. I had a friend tell me, he's like, basically, he's like, we're all supposed to be Hebrew, it just something happened, and then now we're not. And that makes the most sense to me, about anything, just something happened, and now, like, we're all supposed to be Jewish. But just something happened, and now there's 8 different religions. But I don't know. But anyway, man, all right. Favorite baseball team. But yeah, you got to get 4,000 hours. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. So you can be, you know, like people be nice enough that they are subscribing to you, but they're not actually watching, which is my case. You know what I mean? I'm getting a couple people that are nice enough that they're, you know, like, oh, it's a homeless guy. I don't mind helping him. You know, I want to see maybe, you know, maybe 5-10 years where he's at. You know, but there's not people that are watching the day to day. You know what I mean? Which I understand. It's just the life of a homeless person. There's not, you know, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not even really that interesting a life. I'm not like ducking on fucking meth needles and, you know what I mean? I'm not out here collecting cans and panhandling. I'm trying to be a person too. You know what I mean? Like, that's the saddest part. It's the saddest fucking part, you know, because I'll watch all these bums just fucking be handed fucking money, you know, and I watch people like flow in and out of my live stream, you know what I mean? Just, it's like, do you not get the hint? Like I understand, I understand, you know what I mean? But you don't get the hint of how easy it is to just hit a button on your screen and then improve the life of your fellow man. You know what I mean? Like, because honestly, I'm to the point now, this is what I wanted to do the whole time. If I would have done this 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't fucking be here now. But because I've been in their fucking dollar system, chasing around and sniffing ass, kissing ass, sucking dick, I'm where I'm at today, right? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I were to honestly, if I could see how much of a pyramid I've built, you know, like how tall this motherfucker would be from the amount of work that I've done, the amount of trucks that I've unloaded, the amount of plates that I put together, you know, the amount of ass that I've kissed, you know, the amount of doors I've held open for people, you know what I mean? And I know none of that stuff really counts, you know what I mean? Fuck, ultimately. But still, like, I wish I could see how big of a fucking structure I have built, at least at this point in my life. And then yet I live in a fucking car. You know what I mean? All the work I've put into the system doesn't actually even mean shit. They're still just wondering about more. How much more? How much more? What else? More. You know? You still don't have nothing. Keep going. What do you got? Keep going. More. You know what I mean? And that's the fucked up part. It's like, dude, because I feel like I'm already exhausted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking, you know, like, I should be 4 years from retirement, as it is. I'm fucking exhausted from this fucking system. And just fighting everybody else on their own fucking mentality because they know what it is that they want to do, so they're busy already doing it in this, you know, this free system with the educate. You know, you're free, but you still have to do something. The whole point is you have to do. You know, you're free, but we're still always watching. You got to do something. You know. But the thing is, I don't know what the fuck. I've wanted to do this. I've wanted to be an entertainer. I've wanted to be a singer. I've wanted to preach. I've wanted to spread shit about the government. You know what I mean? Like, I've wanted to do this, but I've always been going the other fucking direction. You know? I've always been chased or barked at. Fucking, you know, you know. It's like, fuck y'all. Got to the point. I'm in my 30s. Like, I know I'm only in my 30s, whatever. But still, I'm in my 30s. I feel like, you know, like, it's different from when I was in my 20s. I'm not the fucking yes man I was in my 20s. You know, I'm more in control of my own fucking life now that I'm in my 30s. Whether they want to realize that or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hardest thing that I'm having. I'm having a lot of fucking backlash from them still because they want to act like they're in control, but yet they're watching me and what fucking move I make. So what if I sit there and do nothing? What are you going to do then? What if I play Stoop Pigeon back off of y'all playing Stoop Pigeon on me? And I'm like, what are we doing? You know, like fucking, I'll just be the crow hanging on the electrical wire. Except only I'm a monkey. I'll be the monkey hanging on the electrical wire that it doesn't give me, I don't fucking care. What are y'all going to do next? Don't worry, I'll wait. I know it's going to take y'all a minute to figure the fuck out. But anyway, I had a pretty good night at work tonight. Not mad about anything. Like, I'm not really mad about it. Like, tonight was a good night at work, dude. There's a couple people came in. One lady called on the phone, and she's like, hey, she's like, I know it's not something that y'all do, but I need my air filter changed. And, she's an old lady. She's like, I could tell she's dealing with her shit, And she called, and, like, I could tell on the phone. I'm like, you're a nice enough lady. Not a lot's going on tonight. If you need your air filter changed, and I'll look at your car, I'll make sure it's nothing too difficult, but I've changed air filters before, and I know what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm not going to mess anything up with your car, because I know it's like your baby, too, kind of thing. It's like an $80,000 car. It's, costs more than a kid. What happened? The live stream got fucked up there. That was weird. It took away all my likes. I saw it go to 0 likes, and then it went back to 9 likes, and then just now it took away all the viewers and all the likes. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe some kind of CIA interference, Maybe it was a moon spot, not a sun spot. But yeah, fucking dude. I'm so sick of this fucking government. I really am, dude. Y'all gotta, like, seriously, I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. I really don't. Like, what's our goal with all this inflation? Like, I know that, you're trying to stop the stock market from crashing, because the stock market's about to crash. So, your best bet was to, instead of letting the stock market crash, do a reverse crash, and instead spike everything. I understand all that. But still, like, what's our plan, though? Like, can you at least show us pictures of what it is that we're building on Mars? You know what I mean? Or, like, what are we doing, though? You know what I mean? As we're doing this reverse crash, what's the goal? Other than just continuing to screw off the rest of the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, y'all should bomb us, and you should aim for fucking New York. You'd get rid of, aim for New York and California. Fuck it. You'd be getting rid of half the corruption in this country. Half the corruption in this country is probably from fucking people coming out of fucking New York, or people coming out of fucking Colorado, or fucking, California. I can tell you just from somebody who lives in fucking Florida. Somebody that's been in Florida their whole fucking life, other than 5 years where they went to Ohio. I wanted to see what Ohio was like. And honestly, it was the same shit, but without the water life. It was the same shit, but with, like, there's no salt water, though. And I'm like, man, fuck, like, what do y'all do? What do y'all do? Like, you get a fucking weekend, and what do y'all do? We sit here and watch the corn grow. I'm like, really? This is what you just sit here, root for Ohio State, and watch the fucking corn grow? I'm like, wow. Like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And so much of Ohio is like people that got rejected from New York, and so they were like, go out west. Go out west, and fucking, so they moved to Ohio, the next state over, and just fucked up that state, And really, what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? I'm just a homeless guy that's trying to, like, work 3 jobs and then also have 0 a month in bills. But this is a Saturday show. Usually the Saturday shows aren't this serious. I'll be honest with you. Oh, man. Everybody loves an underdog story. That's where I'm coming from too, man. It's the bounce. You're watching the bounce back. You know what I mean? You're watching the greatest comeback story ever. You know what I mean? Like, this is gonna be the greatest fucking comeback story that has ever fucking actually been captured on film. Honestly. You know what I mean? And people don't fucking get it. People don't fucking get it at all. I won't even fucking need a house. You know what I mean? Like, I could be a fucking millionaire that doesn't even fucking have a house. Because I saw through the fucking model. I saw through this whole fucking bullshit scheme that they're doing of ripping people off of their time while they're here. And so I decided, let me save my time. If I'm going to go put my time and energy into producing these rectangles, these fucking paper fucking rectangles, I'm putting my time and energy into producing these rectangles so that I could so I could take these fucking rectangles after I built my credit up, after I waste a fucking bunch of money building my fucking credit up, building these stupid fucking superstantial fucking points, get my credit up to a decent level, and then it still depends on whatever fucking job I have. It's the stupidest fucking thing ever, dude. Fucking so if I got my credit up, but because I still have a minimum wage job, there's no housing option available for me at all other than to rent. Fuck y'all. What the fuck? You know, fuck, I spent 15 fucking years building my credit up. Fuck y'all. Fucking huge ass fucking ripoff. All that money I gave to credit, I could have just been saving as a fucking down payment on something. Not even a down payment, the whole purchase. But instead I had to give credit however many fucking thousands of dollars in the fucking interest percentage. You know what I mean? Just to get these fickle fucking ass points out of them so that you can fucking get the house you're thinking of in the back of your fucking mind, because this Disney fucking prison complex that we all fucking live in. We gotta work hard all fucking year to get like fucking 2 weeks away from the fucking people we hate working with. Why? I was gonna say, like, if you say just fuck the housing. Fuck the housing. It's overpriced. They use the credit system to jack the fucking prices up on the house. Because honestly, if you had to pay out of pocket, if there was no credit, like say if there was no bank to get financing to get a house, houses would be half the price. Guaranteed, because nobody's going to be able to save 400 fucking grand to buy a house. So they'd have to be a $200,000 house, and even still it'd be hard to sell, because who the fuck can save fucking $200,000 to buy a fucking house outright? You know what I mean? But but because the credit system, they make it possible, and because of that, they're like, 50-year fucking mortgages then. They're not indentured servant enough. That's the problem. You gave your citizens too much freedom. And everybody's like, nobody fucking understands it. You know what I mean? I don't think y'all get it, dude. Yeah, you got a woman sucking your dick, but she's sucking your dick for the shit you have. Does it really fucking even matter anyway? You know what I mean? And that's what I say, man. Like, honestly, like, fucking... And then to do all this shit, fucking keep a blind eye to what's actually fucking going on in this government, and then just be a good boy and go and work your 50-hour fucking week and go, ma'am, yes, sir, let me keep giving my 110%. Let me pay all my taxes on time. Let me do all this, and then only have one fucking life, one fucking wife for doing all that shit? No, fuck that, dude. It's the same shit everybody else fucking gets. Fuck that. And it's not even really like I'm that into polygamy. It's just like, that's how fucked the economy is, though. I'm gonna, like you got to plan. Like, how can I have 3 adults in my household so I can afford to keep the roof up? I mean, I don't know, man. I honestly don't. If they're all a fucking ripoff, and it's just some fucking rectangle with a fucking triangle on top, there's no creativity into it at all. I've got it's the fucking same fucking eighth of an acre. I got the eighth of an acre property that I have to worry about mowing and got to buy all this fucking $1,000 fucking lawn equipment or pay somebody else to fucking mow the lawn. Why did I pay? Why am I spending X hundreds of dollars a month or thousands, X of thousands of dollars a month to have grass, to not have enough fucking time where I can maintain my yard, and then I then have to pay somebody else. So I'm paying X of thousands of dollars to then ultimately end up having somebody else come take care of my yard because I'm spending so much time in the system working for them so that I can get my freedom back while still own a house. See what I'm saying? Like, fuck the house. Like, yeah, if I look at my bank account and I've got 8 figures in my bank account, then maybe I can afford one. You know what I mean? But even still, I wouldn't spend that kind of money on just some fucking rectangle with a triangle on top. I'm not gonna. It's supposed to be 30 years of my life, and I'm supposed to be. This is something I'm leaving behind for future generations. It's a house that I've built. You know what I mean? Like, even if it only lasts about 100 or 150 years, I still want it to look presentable. I want it. I don't want it to look just like some fucking communist fucking market structure. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it the right way. I don't have the right vocabulary to say the way I'm thinking it, but like, dude, it's just when there's just these cookie cutter houses that are, like all it's like, I don't know, dude. These basic fucking white bitch houses, except only they're not white bitch houses. They're, everybody can get one, but they're still just a basic fucking white bitch house. I mean, you look at them, that's what it's like. Oh, fucking yeah. These basic white bitch looking houses. No creativity to them. Just fucking mass production and overconsumption. That's all it is. And this is something like you're working for 30 fucking years of your life. And it's the mark that you leave on the ground technically too. Like, you put your whole life into affording and buying and holding on to this house against the government, all their tricks and shit that they do. You know what I mean? All the fucking tricks that the government does to try to fucking rip your house from you while you're trying to afford it. And that's the mark that you leave behind. It's just some fucking communist looking fucking neighborhood. Why? Because the North won the Civil War. I guess that's why. And I don't mean to, like, I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to say that they, but I'm like, dude, look at how much business took over, dude. Look at how much, like, fucking wow. Even the farms are owned by mega corporations, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember this company called Mosaic. Some kind of company called Mosaic that were changing the seeds. They changed the seed on corn. There's some kind of, like, you can't sell corn unless you're buying a seed from Mosaic when you're planting it. You have to buy the seed from Mosaic and then plant it, right? And grow that corn, and then that's the corn that you can sell. That's what I've heard, at least. I don't drive a tractor. I don't know, but you know what I mean. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. There's some mega, like there's all these mega corporations that are in charge of every moment of our fucking life. Even right now, like all hail Google, all hail Google. You know, it's like, but I don't know. Like I say, I work for Bitcoin. I don't work for the dollar anymore. I work for Bitcoin. Maybe that's the problem. And then, like, I go to work, and then basically the people I work with get pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, more and less. Like, you know, like the people I work next to, I try to show them what I know, or try to tell them what I know, or try to express what I know, and then it ends up just pissing them off. And that's why I'm like, I've gone before doctors. I've told them, like, dude, like, why do y'all have me doing this shit, dude? Like, y'all have me working just to piss the people off that I'm working around. You know what I mean? Just because you see, like, oh yeah, well, you're a resource to be extracted. You know, we got 40 years of work we got to pull out of you. Like, no, like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck this fucking government. Please bomb us. Please aim for New York too. Like, honestly. Oh wait, they already did. Wow. Who knows what kind of corruption they probably actually saved us from by doing that too, though, if you think about it. Because those were the World Trade Centers. There was probably some very elite businessmen that were probably not on the side of God or even humanity that probably died that day on the plus side. So it could have actually happened for like a better tomorrow kind of thing, for all we know. I can't tell you, man. They did a pretty good job of hiding it. Like at my elementary school, because we were in fourth grade. Like, I was in fourth grade at the time, and they did a really good job of just like trying to keep it like it was a normal day. They didn't want us to tell it. They didn't want to tell us anything until we made it home. They wanted us to get home and then have our parents either break the news to us or have the news break the news to us. They didn't want to do it. They did a really good job just making it like it was a normal day at school. And honestly, it should have been, because I mean, it was something that happened over 1,000 miles away in a whole other state. It shouldn't have really, you know what I mean? Like, it's like fucking just like, wow, whatever, you know? Like, it's like if you live in Germany and something in Ireland getting bombed. It's like ultimately the way it should have been viewed. But because we're all one big country, you hurt us all, you know? Like, nah, not really. Didn't really affect Florida very much. Down to one viewer. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I don't mean to be so negative. It's just like, damn, this housing market, like, they've added too many fucking zeros. They added way too many zeros, and now there's like the whole illusion's fucking broken, dude. Like, honestly, like I said, I'm gonna find a woman that's okay with living with me without me having to have a house. And then, why do I need a house? The only reason I was trying to build a house was to have a bird come lay under, you know what I mean? Like, the only reason I'm building a roof is so that I can have a house, so I can have a bird to come hang out with me. I got a bird that wants to come hang out with me. Well, then why do I build a house? Especially because the woman wants to go out all the time anyway. You know, it's like she either wants to go out and eat or go out on the town and show her off to somebody. You know, like she just wants to go out. Like, why you gotta buy a house? You just constantly live out. We could be down the square right now. We could just be fucking stormtrooping around the square in Ocala. Fuck it. We don't need no money. We laugh at all the people trying to go fucking make money. We make just a little bit. That's all we need. Make just a little bit to eat. See if you can put away $10 a day still. If you can put away at least $10 a day. That's $300 a month. $300 a month ain't shit, but still $300 a month. $300 a month that you kept instead of just putting it back into the system after you spent your time and energy to pull that money out of the system. I don't know why we do it. There's very little reward for it nowadays. Yep. But I don't know, man. Like I said, if I make it to 100,000 subscribers, then yeah, there's like, you know, honestly, there's enough coming from YouTube, where then yeah, I might as well buy a house. You know what I mean? But if I don't make it to 100,000 subscribers, I don't see how I can afford a house with any other career that's available for me. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I said at this point, I've just decided I'm taking the career path of a starving artist. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about anything else. You know what I mean? If I can make this happen, then cool. If it doesn't happen, then, you know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna die trying. I'd rather do that. I'm just taking the career path of a starving artist, which I've basically been doing my whole life. I just never realized, like, you know, that's like that, you know, that's what I need to do. I need to just be on the path of just being a starving artist. Just be a starving artist your whole fucking life. Why not? I've wanted to be an artist. My part of me too. Like I could fucking create, dude. I've got it in me to just create, imagine better, reimagine, add stupid shit together, you know, like fucking rip apart the car and slap it onto a tree type of shit, you know? I'm just a Doge machine, man. I eat Ford and shit out Chevys. And understand I gotta do You know what I mean? I understand. I know I gotta do. It's not like nothing's just given to you. I just like I want to be. I would like to have the career of being a starving actor. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Then whatever. Fuck it. At least I tried. At least I spent my life the way that I wanted to spend my life. Working a 1 day a week gig job and trying to be an actor anywhere else in between. That's about it. And I feel like, like honestly, there's a lot of people that made it that it's like looks doesn't even quite matter anymore. You know what I mean? You got like writers. Writers can give you the script to where you've got the charisma, and I feel like I've already got a certain level of just natural talent to me. Whether, it's like it's not coming out right now. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to push it out right now. Because it takes energy to do that well. You know what I mean? Like, for you to be 100% you takes a lot of your energy to do that. You know what I mean? Even if it's on a mental level. If it's on a mental level or for a physical level. If you're trying to give 110% of yourself, it takes a lot of energy from you. I don't know where you're pulling that energy from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like even Noob was asking me, he's like, I don't know how you're live. Like a lot of people ask me, like, how you're live is live. Like, how are you live as long as you go live? And I'm like, it's like it's nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like I just, if there's somebody there, I don't mind it. If I got 0 viewers, then yeah, I'm gonna, There's times I run out of shit to say too. The alcohol's helping, But for the most part, I try to express my First Amendment right. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully I can live my life, and I can get to the end of it, and that's not one of the. I don't know. It's not gonna be something I regret. Definitely, not gonna be something I regret. Like, oh man, I just wish. Hopefully, hopefully. I wish I would have expressed my First Amendment right just a little bit less. I hope I don't say that. Because it's like part of it's like it's such a basic human right to just be allowed to speak the way your mind is thinking. I can't believe the world doesn't operate on, like whatever language it is that you speak, whatever word it is that you're thinking. If you feel like you need to say it, you ought to be able to say it regardless of where you are on the earth. It's compulsion. Like where the compulsion comes from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like to me, like I don't know. I remember, like a lot of it is like the inspiration that I feel like when I do remember a lot of this. It's just lightning. It's electrical impulses. And Benjamin Franklin doing what he did was crazy. It honestly was. And it's crazy that it took that long. It's crazy that it took until 1747 for someone to fuck around with a lightning bolt. Come on. That's crazy too, though. Think about it. Think about it, man. That's how fucking ballless we were. That's how fucking big of balls Ben Franklin had. That nobody wanted to fuck around with lightning at all until 1740 fucking 7. How many thousands of fucking years we existed as man before we decided to start fucking around with electricity, for lack of a better word. Respect. 117 forever. and it's all timing. It's like there's some weird correlation. Like it's a crazy like master complex of time that we're like stuck under. You know what I mean? You can't get out of that fourth dimension. Like we're only human. You know what I mean? We don't. You know what I mean? You live in the fourth dimension if you can actually see, and like actually if you can plot your life out in black and white and then actually have it happen, then yeah, I guess you can operate in the fourth dimension. But other than that, we're only human. That's the problem. Like a lot of people, they don't even see in the fourth dimension. Some people do. They, like I said, well, I guess probably a lot of people that actually do, because a lot of people do try to plan their life out. What they want to be, or what you do that, what you do this. If you do that, well, you do this. Fuck all that shit. Just go with the flow, man. Like I told this guy today, like I just tried to just keep the shifter just like stuck and chilling, and then I just hit the cruise control. You know what I mean? That's the best way to live. Just find out wherever chilling is on your shifter. You know what I mean? Maybe it's second gear, maybe it's third gear, maybe it's first gear, maybe it's reverse. But find out exactly wherever chilling is to you, and then put it in chilling, and then just set your cruise control. And then just hang out, dude. Let the world do its thing. Everybody's just trying to have sex with each other anyway. Like, really. It's the saddest part, Like, they made this huge, complicated game. It's like, can't even afford to buy a fucking house. And even like the women understand it too. You know what I mean? They get it. They're feeling it just as much. It's like I don't even think you really need a house. I don't think you need a car. I don't even think you need a car anymore. Just have the right mood. I'm sorry, man. And Fred, I don't even know if you're still watching. I hope I didn't piss you off somehow. You probably are the only person that's watching right now. It's showing me with one viewer. It could probably still be 3, but they're just showing me that there's 1. It's like it's whatever, dude. I'm not planning on doing anything wrong. I'm a Bitcoiner. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, if I'm planning on doing something wrong, it's going to be like a short-term imprisonment. You know what I mean? Just to get myself off the street. It's not, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to do anything. It's going to fuck up 20 years of my fucking existence. Or my, the past, like, whatever happens might, who I was in a past life, who I might be in a future life. I'm not trying to fuck all that up. And I don't understand why our government they don't understand that themselves and just like fucking like keep to themselves, whatever. Like I'm not something that really needs to be watched as much as they seem to be watching me. One of the things that start like it's kind of pissing me off. You know what I mean? Like I swear, I saw a squad car one night. It was a fucking McDonald's cop car. It was a fucking McDonald's cop car. But the McDonald's logo was upside down. I swear I saw it on both my parents' lives. I swear I saw a squad car that had an upside down McDonald's logo on the back window. And it really made me stop and think. Woo! Oh, somehow I made it to 9 likes. I don't know if the chat's busted. Last message I got is, so you don't want to buy a house or something. Something about don't want to buy a house. I don't, like I said, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't want to buy a house, but I don't want to just buy one of these fucking cookie cutter bullshit, you know. I hope there's no regular polygon involved in the building of my house. Because I'm leaving behind, like, this is something I'm leaving behind. I'm not just trying to buy some corporation's fucking, you know, I can't even think of the word that I'm trying to think of, whatever, because I don't know enough vocabulary. But I'd never, you know, fuck it, dude. Like, you're already reading subliminally almost all day long anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know why they push reading so much. You never want to own a house. Yeah, I mean, at least as far as like one of these square rectangle with a triangle on top shits. No, I'm not buying that. And I'm not saying that because I want a double lot, you know, because what I want is a half acre with a double wide, you know. Like, but honestly, no. I would like to put a little bit more into it than just that too. You know what I mean? I don't want to just settle for a half acre with a double wide on it. Because that's about all I'd get, you know? If I were to just fucking follow into their system, that's about all I would get. From fucking, you know, if I were to fucking make it to like a mid-level management position somewhere, you know, I'd get that, you know, I'd get like a fucking half acre or maybe a whole acre and a double wide on it. For all that fucking work I'm giving them. Uh-oh. I gotta go. I don't care what that was, I gotta go. I don't know what that was.
Normal voltage. Waiting connection.
I don't know who that was. I'm not sure who this is. But they had, like, there was no reason for anybody to pull in here right now. And then they just pulled in, and I don't know why they pulled in. They did a U-turn and then pulled out. But they went all the way in. Well, like I said, but if like some long shot, I make it to 100K subscribers, well then yeah. But if that doesn't happen, if my career is not YouTube, then I can't afford it. I just simply can't afford it. I'd rather spend my time and energy doing something creative. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But I figured I would just go ahead and leave that whole place. I don't know. Make sure I'm not getting followed. I think the chat might be busted. This ought to be a good spot right here. How you doing? Hell yeah. But no, yeah, I mean, I want to own a house. I guess, I guess you could say, like, I do want to own a house, but I cannot afford to buy one. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of responsibility of having a house too. A lot to keep up with because of the insane mortgage. A lot of that's because of the insane ass fucking mortgage. Anyway, what are you doing, Fred? How you doing, Fred? Haven't gotten a chat in a minute. I'm gonna reset the thing on. Oh, okay. Well, guess nobody's typed anything for a minute. I don't know. But yeah, there's like, I don't know. Like owning a house there's a lot of responsibility involved with it too. I really would just rather not even be bothered. But anyway, what you thinking? What you got going on? But now it's like honestly, I don't know. I've been going down this one road for so long, and things have been like just about fine. I mean, there's a little bit of ridicule from people, but really, I mean, it's only really from trying to do the YouTube thing at the same time. You know what I mean? If I was just living in the car, doing Uber, working the fucking parts job, doing Uber and working the parts job, really the people that are around me, they're concerned for me. You know what I mean? They want to see me do good. You know, it's only the only ridicule I'm really facing is because I'm trying to create like a YouTube channel, and that's normal. You know what I mean? A lot of people, it's jealousy. You know what I mean? They want to, they probably want to create a channel for themselves, but they can't or don't or won't or, one reason or another. They'd rather be a troll than try to do it themselves. And I noticed that myself. Now that I'm trying to be a creator, like I was a troll. You know what I mean? And now, like now I see it differently, and I'm like, well, yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I'll be specifically looking for small creators to subscribe to and shit. But yeah, the only real difference between a blue pyramid and a red pyramid is blue paint. Woo. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I really just want to own a hut. I just want to own a hut. A hut with a little bit of electric. I don't even need a whole house. Just a little hut. Just a little hut with a little bit of electric. I do need electric. I'm not gonna lie. But it can be solar. It doesn't need to be grid power. But yeah, all I need is like a little hut. I ain't worried about it. We got some new chats. Sorry, I've been waiting for some new chats. Yeah. How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all coming. Hey, what a day. What up? What? Tina. Tina. No. I thought I had a good spot. And then this random ass car pulled in. I thought it was a good spot. I wasn't planning on sleeping there. You know what I mean? I was just gonna hang out for a minute. And again, I was there, and then there's just like this random ass car pulls in, and then like does a U, like goes all the way to the back of the plaza, and then does a U-turn, and then comes out. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be here, just for whatever that might have been, you know. So I was like, I don't know. I got out of there. I think I pissed off Jerry. I think I pissed off Fred. I think I pissed off Fred and Jerry. Like almost can't close my eyes. Like almost like if I close my eyes, everything starts spinning. Like I want to close my eyes, but if I close my eyes, everything starts spinning. Yeah, like fucking. Whew. Yeah, sometimes I'll be eating chicken. But most of the time, I'm just eating refried meat. Yeah, where we at? 2 hours live? Hell yeah. 2 hours live, hell yeah. But I'm gonna probably hop in the back seat and get some rest. Uh, Y'all have a good one, man. I don't know. I'm just. It's been a hard week, man. Even for somebody just stripes for Uber. I feel like I did a lot this week. Anyway, I had to get some rest because I got to do some more Uber driving tomorrow. It's Sunday, so there's money to be made. I got to make some money tomorrow. I need to go make some money because I need gas. So I gotta go to get some money. So because I need gas. So put the money in the gas. So I gotta go make money. So I gotta put more. So I need more gas. Because I need gas. So I gotta figure out a way to make some money. So I can turn it into gas. So man, we gotta go make money. We need money because we need money. I don't know. We need money. So make gas. So gas, because we have money. So we go make some money so we can put it in the gas tank. Just take your computer to work. What are you doing? Then you can make money without using gas. Oh, hell yeah. Fred, I'm sorry if I pissed you off. If you're watching now, man, I didn't mean to piss you off. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to own a home. But man, my home only needs to really be a hut with some electric. Fuck all this extra shit. Oh. Yeah. It just all just seems overpriced, man. Like, I don't mind owning a home. I just want to try to find one that I can pay off in like 5 or 10 years. That, you know, like have the house paid in like 10 years, and then start throwing into fucking retirement because the house is already paid, rather than waiting and getting your Social Security and then you're still making payments on the house. Fucking whole Social Security just goes right to the mortgage payment. Oh man. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like the dollar is ultimately fucking worthless. You know what I mean? Like this guy came in today. He's like, it's $90 for $90 for wiper blades, and I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, that's just the way the company has them. I was like, you go down the street, they're probably gonna still charge you $90 for them. I'm like, that's just the way the market is now. Like, and these are some good, you know, like you like for his vehicle, he needed those wiper blades too. He's gonna have to break down and pay $50 per blade. I'm sorry, but it's just because the dollar's really ultimately worthless. It's like a wiper blade's $50. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Takes 50 tickets to get a wiper blade. 50 tickets for a wiper blade, like we're fucking Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's like it's nationally priced. Oh man, 6 viewers, hell yeah. Damn, I was just about to quit the show too. I'm exhausted. It's been a long week, and tomorrow I'm planning a pretty decent day tomorrow. So I don't know how early I'm gonna start. Hopefully I can sleep late. I can't sleep late. That's the thing, man. I'm usually up by like 8 a.m. because just the heat, and then the amount, like the light. I can do things against the light. You know what I mean? Not, the light's not a problem. You know what I mean? I could curl over. I could sleep till 4 in the afternoon. You know, but it's the fucking heat, man. It's hot even right now. But that's like the ultimate crucible, really, of living in your car is making it through the summer of the heat. But at the same time, it's like that every year though too. It doesn't really get easier. Your second summer, your fifth, maybe you might like upgrade your cooling unit or whatever. But still, to do that, there's an added cost. There's an added cost to upgrading your cooling unit or whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? There's more cost involved with trying to avoid the heat. Honestly, I think the best way to do it, you got to be close to water. Closer you can be to water, because then when you just jump in the water, you get hot, jump in the water, and when your clothes dry, it take forever for your clothes to dry, but it takes about till the time your clothes dry before the time you get hot again, and then just go jump in the water again. you know, you know, I think most of us would be all right, because I'm like already like a really hot person. Not like hot, but like hot, like steaming, you know. Like if this camera was infrared right now, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Like there's like vapors just like wafting off. But yeah, man. We got yeah, guys, well, this fan right here, a little battery powered fan. Want to get like two more of them because it works pretty well. But being that it's summer, trying to buy a fan, you're almost paying double. It's weird they do that. But yeah, they totally. I mean, you might. I mean, it's not probably not gonna be double, but I bet you, even with inflation and shit, I bet you it's cheaper to buy a fan on Black Friday, or like around winter. You buy a fan, it's cheaper than to buy a fan during the summer. You know what I mean? I've seen it. And I'm like, I didn't notice it till somebody else pointed it out. And I was like, that's nah, they don't do. I'm like, a fan is a fan. Like if the price goes up, it's just because the price is going up. And he's like, nah. He's like, trust me, fans are like $20 cheaper during the winter. I was like, okay, whatever. And I started to see it. Like, wow, it's crazy. You get like a fan during the winter, you get a fan for like $18, and in the summer, the same fan's 40. It's, fuck. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, find some shade and then just pop on that little fan. The only thing is the battery. I can, man, but I do go to work and shit too, so I could just plug it in at work, charge it up for the 5 hours that I'm there at work, give it an actual wall charge. It should be fine. But yeah, if you're tuning in for the first time, man, I'm homeless, man. I've been living in my car since September. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I just never knew exactly what it would be I'd make content on. Now I'm finally got to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I bet even if I were just to make an autobiography of my fucking life, like a video, first person videoing me, just like when I see crazy shit happen around me, put it together and make it into a video, you know? But yeah, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Hoping to get to 100K subscribers. That'd be nice. It really would. Because, like, I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? Like, if I get to 100K subscribers, I'll probably still be going live, like, 5 nights a week, you know? Like, just because it's fun. And then that's how I'd be making money and shit, too. Like, I don't know. Like, you would just be doing your job at that point. Like, just, I could do 5 8-hour live streams. It's not a problem. It's just, that'd be a break from what I'm doing right now. But yeah. Damn, man. I smoked too much tweeds. But no, I don't. I don't really smoke that much weed. I really don't. Like, in comparison, you know what I mean? I think I probably smoke an ounce a month if I'm smoking through a pipe. You know what I mean? If I'm smoking through a pipe, I maybe smoke an ounce a month. And then that's if I'm like frivolous with it, or that's if it's some shit that burns up really quick, or you know what I mean? Because there's different strains and shit too. Sometimes you get a shit, you know, you bought an ounce and it's gone, and you know it's gone in like a quarter of the time. Yeah. Like, what happened to it? Like, it just burnt. It just burnt the fuck up on me. I don't know. It didn't even last. Like, one hit, I filled the whole bowl up and hit it twice, and then the bowl's fucking cashed. And some other shit I could put in the fill out the bowl and then hit it 8 times. Just like, it's still, you know, looking like, damn. I think it's cashed. I'm gonna tap it out, and then like it's all green underneath, and I'm like, oh well, might as well put that back in there. Hit it again. Oh man. But damn, I'm beat. I'm beat for the night. It's waste. It's a big waste. I got like a whole bunch. But yeah, I don't know if it's like, technically, I'm not drunk in public because I'm drunk in my car. And then since I'm in my car, you like domicile rights. There's domicile rights. Like, I might as well be, you know what I mean? I might as well be like, you know, like, this is my apartment. You know, the way I'm using it and everything. So I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not necessarily drunk in public. I'm drunk in my car. You know what I mean? Which I don't even know if I'm not even really drunk. You know what I mean? I could probably blow. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. But yeah. Plus, I'm parked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You'd think you'd need the owner of the property to really make it be a problem before it would be a problem. I gotta shave, man. I gotta get a haircut, dude. This hair is like adding like 15 degrees or so, man. Like, oh my god. Like, I've wanted to grow my hair out just to see what it looked like. You know, me with like shoulder length or longer hair, you know. But I can't do it, man. It gets just so hot. Like having a fucking rug hanging on your fucking head. And then when it's like over my forehead and shit, right? It's like makes this all sweats way even worse, you know what I mean? Wow. It's hot. Just from the hair. Just from the hair. Like not letting this area right here on my head like hit the oxygen. Fresh air blowing across it. Even that, there's like a 5-degree difference just from like flipping my hair back versus letting it be forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's almost time to die for the night. I appreciate y'all. 10 likes, man. Hell yeah, 10 likes. But I'm running on fumes. I gotta lay down, get some rest. But I'll be live again tomorrow. You know it. Anyway, I don't know what time. Probably 10. Probably like 10 a.m. I'll probably, because 11 seems late. I'll probably be moving before 11 a.m. But anyway, we'll see. I gotta get there first. Peace out. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep it going because there's four viewers somehow or another. There's 4 viewers, so I'm gonna keep it going. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Honda, man. I haven't seen Honda for a minute either. I thought it was just because I haven't been doing vertical streams anymore. I haven't seen Honda for a minute. I don't know where he's been at. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I should be able to get like a 5-hour nap in. 5-hour nap would be no problem. Yeah, should be able to. This phone's fully charged. Go ahead and plug the fan in. Let that charge. That'll charge overnight. That should be fine. Should be fine. The battery it'll charge that overnight. Yeah, and I'll keep an eye on the voltage to make sure we're good. I'll make sure I'm good there. But anyway. Polar Pop? But no, seriously, dog. If y'all like Mountain Dew, if you like Baja Blast, I meant to say, if you like Baja Blast Mountain Dew, but you're not at Taco Bell, you want to go to like a fountain drink. You want to get a fountain drink, right? But you want Baja Blast. I'm telling you, just put like a shot, just like one shot, maybe even less, maybe like half a shot of that blue Powerade. If they have blue Powerade on the tap, fucking put a half a shot of blue Powerade in that bitch, and fill the rest of it up with Mountain Dew, and that shit will taste like fucking Baja Blast. I'm telling you. Like it's not right. It's not spot on, because you're not at Taco Bell. You know what I mean? But if you're wanting Baja Blast and you're not at Taco Bell, that's about the closest you're gonna get. I'm telling you right now, I'm drinking it. I put a little bit too much Powerade in it. That's why I'm saying probably about a half a shot. A whole shot, the whole thing tastes like Powerade. Just because the blue Powerade's that strong for some reason. The whole rest of the cup is Mountain Dew, right? Like a shot, like a shot's worth of blue Powerade, and then the whole rest of a 44-ounce cup filled with Mountain Dew. 44 ounces is probably bigger than a whole liter. It's probably like 1.5 liters. 1.5 liter cup. With a shot of blue Powerade. And like that's about all I can taste in this thing. I did a little bit too much blue Powerade. But anyway. Y'all are welcome to keep watching. But I'm gonna hop in the back and probably like lay down and shit. I'll take this headrest out. There's a little bit more you can see. Alright. But anyway. I'm probably just gonna go to sleep. Yeah. It's already been kind of like a boring live stream. Not because of y'all. I'm not blaming y'all. But anyway. Yeah, it's been kind of, I'm just tired, man. I'm just like... for like half the live stream, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. You know what I mean? Just half the live stream is just me going... and the other half the live stream is me bitching about not being able to afford a house. So anyway, I guess long story short is, yeah, I think you don't really have the choice. You have to go to college. If you don't go to college, you have to learn a trade. I didn't know it was, so much of a communism, I thought a high school diploma was going to be able to get me somewhere, but no. Alright, anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out with me.